Hello, Likers. Welcome back to our channel. It's me, your favorite one and only baby girl, Malika. So today we are doing the critical review of Mr. Aloy's series, Another Mistake in Marriage, episode 14. It starts with Kizito's mom, who pulls him into the room, to have a talk with him, to find out some certain things. She wants to understand, seeing the bruises on Angel's skin. She knows her son is up to something, so she wants to understand certain things. And when I analyze, I already suspected that Kizito was bipolar. I already knew because he had the signs, of someone who is suffering from bipolar disorder. And his mom confirmed it. And you have to understand that Kizito is not a good person, because if you know you have a condition, because being a bipolar patient, you have to take your medication for the rest of your life. It's like having a terminal disease, like maybe if you cancer, if you've not gone through um the treatment and all the rest. When you're going through the treatment, you have to take your medications. Now, let me not even call cancer. Let me call diabetes. Let me call HIV. Let me call, this you have to take your treatment for the rest of your life for your own sake. Now, something like HIV and bipolar, for your own sake and for the sake of others. Now, you not taking your medication as a bipolar patient, eventually it will push you to be violent, to act the way he's acting. I thought as much. I knew something was wrong. I knew this guy had a mental disorder. Now, this is where it goes. It makes you think. Please, my ladies, even gentlemen out there, when you want to get married to somebody, because there's this thing I always say: you can't choose a right partner, but make sure you choose the right dad for your kids. I always say this thing. I'm serious. I'm not saying this because it's of this series. No. My friends will tell you, I always say that. I will tell you, yes, Malika. I always say, you might be an asshole to choose, a wrong partner. You might be, but make sure you choose the right dad for your kids. And when that's all, the right mom for your kids. When I talk about that, I'm talking about in all aspects. Whether being character, especially character-wise, good mental health, good hygiene, and well built, good body. You understand? Because at the end of the day, a bad partner, the two of you will be able, like, this is a typical example. Kizito and Angel will be able to separate. Now, what about the child that will come into this world? Eventually, that child might come out having a mental problem, a mental disorder. That is how it goes. So that's when I tell you, make sure you can choose a bad husband, because you people will separate. But now make sure you choose a good partner a good father or mother for your kids, because they will share a DNA. Yes. Your partner, you don't share anything. You don't share DNA. The only thing you share is a bed and bank account and saliva and everything. With a child, they share a DNA. That child has 50% of your blood, 50% of the father's blood. Now, if you chose a partner like Kizito, bringing your child into this way, your child will come with a mental disorder. If God is not in control, your child will have a mental. So you start creating that from you. My people, that is why my grandmother always said, be careful of the family that you chose to get married into. Is very important. Because growing up, I saw some wealthy people that had mentally unstable kids, especially boys. They will go and pay a poor family to get their daughter married to their son for reproduction sake, so that they'll be able to give them kids. They'll be training this guy, but when it's time to do, they do. They'll unchain him to do, they do. Especially when they know that she like when she's unsafe, and they'll be living like that. I saw this as a child. I didn't understand what it meant, but when I was growing up, when I grew up at the point to understand certain things, I realized it, that this was what was happening. Now, what do you think that girl, that woman, will give birth to? Won't that woman give birth to mentally unstable kids that will have the problem that runs from the father's family will run into that child or those kids? Ladies, gents, be careful of the partners you choose. Be careful of the parents you choose for your kids. It's very important, because Angel now, she can leave this guy, yes, but the kid that she's pregnant with, how can he or she leave the dad? That kid will share a DNA with the mom and the father. Do you understand? So, what are you bringing into the world? We should be careful. We should always try to look into the family where we want to step into. Try to check into their family history. Yeah, you might not have the time to do it when, like, before you guys get married, but during family meetings, try to, if we can take you along, try to attend, try to know family history, try to know if they have issues in their family. It's very important, because now Kizito, because I said it's not possible that a mother will stay and not know that her child has a mental illness. It's not possible. Kizito mom must have known something. And now Angel is here. Instead for you to tell this woman what's happening, in as much as she knows what is happening, she knows. She knows. She's very aware of everything. She knows. But poor Angel, little did she know, she didn't know. Whereas this is something that she was supposed to know. And now she chose to make that decision. If, okay, do I really want to go into this? Is my skin thick enough for this? What are the chances that my kids are going to end up like this, like to be taking medication for the rest of their life? You realize now that bipolar is even worse than HIV, because HIV, once you especially if you're the mom who is the carrier, and you're on undetectable, which means you're untransmittable. When you're undetectable, you're eventually untransmittable. You know, the risk of your child having it is zero. And you'll be able to breastfeed that child for 6 months, but that child will be born and be taking treatment for like 9 months. Yes, so that based on the fact that the child is taking breast milk, the child will not be infected. The child will not have the virus. Now, your husband will not be able to have that virus. Why? Because you are undetectable. So HIV is no more death sentence like in the 80s, 90s, and all the rest, based on history. Even like in early 2000s, today, there's no more transmission from mother to child, except the mother is very careless that refuses to take her treatment. So you see now that people used to hear HIV, ooh, they'll scream, ooh, but you see this, by people, you see this bipolar disorder, you have to take your medication for the rest of your life. Whereas for the HIV, the carrier is the one who's supposed to take the medication for the rest of their life. Now, the child that will come out of it, no medication, is just for 9 months, at most 1 year plus. That's it. And the child is free. The husband is free. So long as the wife is taking, the husband is free. If it's the husband that is contaminated, the same thing. So long as the husband is taking the medication, the wife is safe. Or if the wife is scared, you can take PrEP. PrEP is for you not to be able to, should in case you say maybe that small 1% code you're scared, you could take. But now you realize that there are diseases worse than HIV. Yes, this is one of it, this bipolar disorder. I don't want to bore you guys with that. I will not go into it. But now the bottom line here is, please do not, I repeat, do not make the mistake Angel is making, because she's putting her life at risk. Because even Kizito's mom is not even willing to tell her what her son has. She's just asking her, I hope he's taking his medication. And she doesn't know what medication. Oh no, it's just vitamin. That is a question mark. That is a red flag there. You have to know that no, something is wrong. Now, if you go deep down the line, you realize Angel's mom, Kizito's mom, made a staggering revelation now that Kizito should be careful with the way he's treating Angel, because if what happened to his first marriage happen again, they'll be hands off. They will remove their hand. They are not there. She will remove her hand, and he will rot in jail. That is to tell you that Kizito must have spied his first wife, and their family buried that issue. Maybe they made the body to disappear. And now that makes me to think about the story John told Angel. The story John told Angel. I am sure the person John was talking about was Kizito. Which means John is in that house for a mission. He's in a mission in that house. Yes. It means he's in a mission in that house. So Kizito now, he takes, which means he will take you when the time that he's cutting you. It seems as if he'll be taking his medication, because as a bipolar patient, you cannot control yourself. That helps you to keep you sane. Only those medication help you to keep you sane. You cannot control yourself. It means Kizito, when he's cutting a girl, he'll be taking his medication. And once he get married to you, stop. Because he thinks that you are his commodity. He's making his mother understand that she's not welcome there. He doesn't like when she's there. She gets on his last nerves. She does this, she does that. She doesn't like it when his mother is talking to his wife. And his mother is making no, Angel is not a commodity. Angel is not an object. Angel is not a thing. You do not own her. She's human. People will talk to her. You have to let people talk to her. And like, I was speaking to Angel before you got married to her, and I will keep talking to her. But now this is my problem. Why didn't this woman stop this marriage? Why didn't she put that family down to bring it to them that, okay, this is what is happening to my son. All right. He has this condition. If you are going to get married to him, this is it, this is it, this is it. But he has to take his medication before. Give somebody the chance to know what they are getting into. Because honestly, if they say they are suing Kizito, they have to sue his mother as well. Because you met this girl before your son got married to her. Why didn't you make her know where she was stepping her feet into? Why? Honestly, why? Why do you feel the need to want to talk to her, to want to find out what's going on in her life, whereas you knew that you could stop this? You could stop it. I love the fact that her mom is not scared of him. Kizito's mom is not scared, because some mothers that have kids with bipolar disorder, they are scared of their kids. Their kids scares them. Sometimes they don't know what to do. Like, they can't control them. But I love the fact that Kizito's mom is putting her foot on his neck. Like, you don't scare me. I will do what I want to do. I will stay in this house as long as I can. And I hope Angel's sense will be at work at the moment. I hope her sense will start with kicking. Her sixth sense will kick in to understand that something is wrong and she needs to start eavesdropping. because you could sense the tension, you could feel the tension around the room. It's so thick, it's so heavy between Kizito and his mother. So you have to understand that something is wrong. You know, everything is not right. Please, ladies and gentlemen, this does not only touch women, it touches men as well. Be careful of the partners. Be careful of the parents you choose for your kids. Be careful. Be careful. I'm not saying that people that are with mental problem, they are not supposed to be married. No, please. Excuse me, don't quote me wrong. I'm not saying that. But you should know what you're getting into. And you should know what the future holds for you. If this is what you want for your kids, that is fine. As for me, Malaika, if I have to make that choice, I would choose not to, you know, do this. I would choose not to get with a man like this. And again, you ask that, okay, what about those that do IVF that maybe get sperm from donors, from the sperm bank and all the rest? Yes, because you don't know those donors, you don't know their mental health, how it is. It's true. It's true. The only way we can do is to pray not to fall a victim. Is to pray not to be a party to something like this. Because honestly, guys, I won't lie to you, it's not funny. It's not funny. The next scene shows Angel's mother, her cousin, and her brother. They're talking about the things that's going on in Angel's life. And now it shows that Chioma has explained to them the reason why Angel is scared of leaving that house based on her noodles being exposed on social media. So now I love Jeff's enthusiasm. For Jeff, if he can buy Kizito, you buy Kizito, he doesn't have any problem. But this is where my problem lies. That despite everything that Angel is going on, despite everything that Chioma has explained to her aunt, that this is the reason why it's difficult for Angel to come out of that union. This woman still find Angel's mom is so irritating. I'm sorry. She still find she still gets this temerity to say she's to be worried about Angel's noodles going public. Like, so you are worried about her integrity, her dignity, but you're not worried about her life. Hey God. This is where sometimes I'm like, where is our moral? Because today's there are elders that I don't know, all they think, because all she's thinking about is her daughter's marriage. And she also have the guts to say, they can solve this thing amicably like a family. Jesus. A woman that is putting pause on your daughter. A woman that is putting a man that is putting pause on your daughter. A man that put you in jail, put your son in jail. You're saying that you people should solve this issue amicably as a family. A man who told you to your face that you are not his family. This family thing, you are on your own, you are alone. You still see him as a family. God, may our mothers not be like this, please. Because all she thinks about is what people will say. She's not thinking about the safety of Angel. She's not thinking about her life. And now at the end, she's like, please let nothing happen to my daughter in the hands of Kizito. Honestly. If you keep thinking the way you're thinking, Mama, something is going to happen. Definitely. Definitely something will happen. And I'm glad because Choma supports her cousin Jeff. When Jeff says, anywhere I meet Kizito, he should pray I shouldn't meet him outside, because if I meet him outside, I will beat the living daylight out of him and bury him where I'll meet him. And to top it off, I love the fact that Choma confessed to her family that Kizito is not even strong. It's just his money that is giving him strength. He does not have any physical strength. which is the truth. So, like, as we are going to end this video, please tell me what you all think about it. Please like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to share. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so that I'll be the first to be notified whenever I post any new video. I'm those who are my returning subscriber, my like as my lovers. I love you guys so super much. And on this note, I'll have to say